Now it's turned on. Yay! The stream is beginning.
Yay! You did it, Joe. You did
I am
it.
now
I'm proud
live.
of you. You're live. So am I. I'm just gonna fiddle with my own camera. Um, it's hot.
Okay, let me make sure we got audio for you, audio for me, and then I'm gonna have to set up a
Audio
window.
for everybody.
You got an audio, and you get an audio. I need to set up a Twitch viewing window for you. Are you live yet? So I can do that.
I am indeed live. Actually, that's the point. I will go and find Josepha on the Twitches.
Time to go with an inset. Zombie Cleo.
Okay, I can now see what Joe is doing.
Okay, I can see what you're doing now.
Some might say that's a negative, Joe.
People who don't want me to know what they're doing.
That was don't worry, Joe. It's based on me. It's fine. Hello, random. I was going to call you streamers, viewers. That's what
they
you are.
They might be streamers. Are you all out there?
Some of them are streamers.
Today?
I know some of them are streamers because I know who they are.
Yeah, they have Twitch accounts and everything. They probably stream occasionally.
I mean, I don't think most of them stream because most people have a Twitch account for just like, I'm going to watch my favorite streamer and then I'm going to chat to them. Arena Snow coming in for 16-month resub. Still no X's. Some people will be glad that I've listened to Joe and I now have an ice pack under my feet.
Yay.
It's very small. I need to get bigger ice packs.
Yay.
Oh, dear. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. I should probably tell everybody I've got a new bullet journal coming because I don't have let's go. This is how far I am through the year. And there's more than that left. I've counted it out and everything. I don't have enough. So I figured September, November, December, etc. October as well will be put into a new journal which I've ordered and should be coming. So 2 journals a year apparently. You want to resub but you're broke as heck. Don't worry about it. Take care of yourself. That's very important.
People are saying
more important.
People are saying, Joe, you're too small. What's the camera? What's the Joe Pasty at? So we're doing on the craft streams we do rotational Joe Pasty, or we don't do we do Jotation rather than Joe Pasty. So as you can see, I'm down here in my coffee. Hi. Oh, you can't see me waving.
Push. That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. And Ink Curious has resubbed for 4 months, and we do have a hype train already.
Woo! Wait! I have a thing for this.
Oh, yeah.
Did that go through?
Joe has their coffee there, ready to go.
Coffee.
Oh, okay. So I should probably get started on my journal.
And I'll make sure I've got the rotation thing up. So basically, when tips roll in, normally we have to hit a milestone for it to affect the camera, but during these streams, every dollar rotates the camera by 1 degree angular. So.
So if you want to see it rotate, like I would really, thanks for the 101 bits pushed. If you really want to annoy Joe, just do it in increments of $1.
It's fine.
He has to rotate it at once.
Thank you, Chloe the Great and Powerful, for tipping 7, who says, "Good morning, Joe. Evil. Let's get rotating." So there we go. Here's a quick demonstration.
Demonstrative.
No, I'm trying to combine, like Dem Joe would work, but like demonstration. Here's a quick. Here's a quick Jotation show. Yeah.
Cleo, thank you for the biddies. Cleo's chat is so
nice.
I'm not
7 degrees.
I mean, they're not. They're evil and wicked, and they want you to suffer. But they are nice to me. Thank you, Bakura, for those 101 bits. Freudianity gifted a sub. Thank you very, very much indeed. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Now what I need to do is I now need to do my days and my numbers. You know what? I'm going to just write it. I'm going to write it. It's fine.
Chloe the Great and Powerful tipped another 1. Thanks, Cleo. You're the best. That's going to rotate us another degree angular. You would think that you could just hit the up button, but the up button on here adds 0.10, so I'd have to hit the up button 10 times. Yay.
This is why I'm here, Joe, just to annoy you.
You are so spectacular at so many things, Cleo. Luckily, most of those outweigh this one.
I'm sorry that I found a really annoying way for people to donate to you, Joe.
I know. This is what I get.
This is what you get for being nice and a good friend.
Yes, Cleo, you are the best friend.
No, that's what you get for being a good... I didn't say I was a good friend. I'm a terrible friend, arguably.
Yeah, clearly. Oh boy. I need more coffee. I'm still... So, normally, during the school year, I would have done a lot of talking already, because I would have to get my kid ready for school and walk her to school and stuff. But when I started talking to Cleo right before the stream, she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to anybody all day." Well, granted, I only woke up
I just assumed he was sick.
No, it's just that I've been asleep, so I haven't used my voice for 8 hours. But I actually got to bed on time last night, like a responsible adult.
Yay, responsibility.
Yeah, but like I need the coffee to help me like warm up my throat. I could do some yodeling. Cleo, what's your favorite yodel?
I don't have one. I didn't know that was a requisite thing that I should have.
Yeah.
No, definitely should have a favourite yodel. Don't, but definitely should.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Joe, you do a whole bunch of yodeling for me, and I'll tell you which one's my favourite.
Okay. Well, I think, well, there's the traditional, like, yodel-odel-lay, 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 yodel-odel-lay-hoo. That one.
The best part is I know Joe's got people asleep in his house.
That one's a pretty traditional one. Yeah, I'm not here to not wake people up. If they didn't
want to be woken up, they should be already awake.
If they wanted my voice to already be warmed up, they could have woken up and talked to me. So then there's also the more like, yo dale, yo dale, yodelorele, 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 hoo hoo, yodelorele, yodelorele.
So what I'm getting from this is Satan does yodeling.
And then, you know, there's the more traditional, yo, Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy, yodelorele, 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 la 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 la. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. You know, that one's very popular in the UK, I hear.
Oh, yeah, we're known for our generic tub thumping.
Well, we have store brand at home.
Dejed gifted a sub. Thank you very much indeed. It's very appreciated.
He drinks a coffee drink. He drinks a coffee drink. He drinks a coffee drink.
And a coffee drink. And
he
a
drinks
coffee drink.
He talks to the Cleo that reminds him of the good times. He talks to the Cleo that reminds him of the better times.
I don't ever believe that's true. Considering some of the conversations we've had, no. That's just not logical.
Okay.
Time.
Throat is nearly clear.
Yodeling is a very loose. Yeah, I thought it was a strict definition of that but you know, live and learn. If Joe says it's factual, then it's factual.
Yeah. Let's get some colored pencils going here. Cleo has already been crafting. I've just been warming up.
Your voice needed warming up though, Joe.
I mean, yeah, right?
Joe sounds like he needs a hug and more coffee.
Constantly.
You're not wrong. Constantly. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Sometimes all we need is a hug and a coffee. And sometimes we just need people to leave us alone.
What's in my coffee? Oh, that's my camera. Hi. It rotates.
What's in your coffee? It's Tiny Joe in the coffee.
Toxic Glitter says, Joe, do you take your coffee black? Well, to quote mindless self-indulgence, the bass, the vibe, the mic, the treble. I like my coffee black just like my metal. There you go. I probably can't do that again.
Whatever that is. Please don't do that again. Hey, NJ's back. Coffee. You're back at work and the coffee is strong. I mean, yeah. That seems to be a running theme throughout people that have gone to Play on Gone.
So I will say it's not. I usually take my coffee black, but I occasionally will add an ice cube if I'm in a hurry. Like,
does that make your coffee less black?
Well, it dilutes it.
Surely black is the color. Black just means in coffee terms without milk. Surely
it usually means without anything that would adulterate or dilute it.
Okay, well, you see, I don't drink coffee or hot drinks, so.
Hey, thank you, Chimerical Soul, for the 5, who says Joe is drinking a cup of Joe. So let's go ahead and.
But have done that in 5 ones.
5 degrees there.
Saying.
No. You know, Cleo, I'm actually gonna, that would actually kill me on PayPal processing fees if you like. I wasn't gonna say that up front.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Like,
don't do that then. Don't do that.
It's actually better if, yeah.
I know it's tormenting, Joe, but don't.
I mean, it's fine if 1 or 2 people do it as a joke, because like I can lose, you know, $1.80 on jokes, but like, yeah, no, I don't want to get out of here at the end of the day and be like, dang it, I'm down $25 because of that.
That was not a thing that registered with me. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine. Like I said, it only matters if somebody was going to give me like $100 in ones. That's
right, yeah.
Or something like that's when it would really add up. But yeah, just occasional ones are fine. And if
you can request that Joe does it in ones. And just give them out.
Thanks, Cleo. You're a real help.
Look, I know what it's like being at the end of a con. So I want to torture everybody.
Yeah. How often do you go to conventions? I don't like.
I don't very often anymore because, you know, being a grown up and working a real job kind of thing.
Yeah.
Means I find it difficult. But like in my 20s, I used to go like once or twice a year.
Nice.
I even went to a Star Trek convention once. Ooh. I didn't even like Star Trek, but my friends were going, so I was like, oh, why not? Why the hell not?
Yeah, boy, I wish I was better at writing down things that I should remember. But yeah, I actually got to go to a Star Trek, or it wasn't a Star Trek convention, it was a sci-fi gaming convention that had, like, somebody who had written some old school TNG episodes. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, I don't really care like about going to Comic-Con or Dragon Con, the big name conventions, and they're like, we've got the 2 guys who wrote Stranger Things, or we've got the 2 people who are running the new Star Trek show or whatever, right? Because they can't really say anything.
No.
Right? But you got somebody who's just like, yeah, I worked with Gene Roddenberry 30 years ago, I got some stories, right? Like, they're not, you know, they're not worried about the network. They're not like, oh, I can't say that. Like, because you go to one of these things with somebody who's actively working on the next season of your favorite show. They can't say anything, right?
No.
They like it's all teases. Oh, you'll have to see season 5. Ooh, you know, like I don't care, man. I want to hear about Gene Roddenberry yelling at people,
like all the things I've heard about Gene Roddenberry. Not a yeller.
But still, you know what I mean, though. Like,
yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
Looks like I got a tip from Electra310 for 5, who says, "Please imagine in your head this is 5 $1 donations, but without the extra fees." Thank you, Electra310.
Oh,
it's 5.
The brief Cleo Woe voice during HHH was funny because did I do Cleo Woe during HHH? I don't remember doing that.
Okay. That's going to bring our rotation up to... Wait. Okay, either the abacus or the jotation was wrong. I'm gonna assume that the jotation was correct. So that brings us up to 20 degrees angular. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, Quirky says, has anyone called it jodeling yet?
No.
No.
But now that you've said that,
Now that you've said that, maybe that needs
won't.
to be that needs to be a regular feature of the show.
I mean, you know, every time you get tipped $25, Joe will do a yodel for you.
Oh, I think we need to set that bar a little higher, Cleo. Cleo, I'm worth it. If I get a $27 donation, then I will yodel for you.
You know what? That's fair. $27, guys. How do we do?
I know what my time is worth, please. You insult me, Cleo. Hey, Saucefire. Morning. Oh, it's fun because you can see me pick up the mug when I went to cheers Saucefire. It goes in and out of one frame and into the other. Oy. I normally don't make 2 pots of coffee during this stream, but this might be one of them.
Kept going as normal, and no one said anything. No one ever says anything. The only person that knows about like none of the hermits know about the Cleo, is what I'm saying. It's just Joe.
I want to check my fitness tracking app here. I want to see how much I walked at PlayOnCon, because like, hey, we got 27 rolling in from Andrew Siva via YouTube Super Chat. So, let's go ahead. And, I guess I'll do this 27's gonna take a while to rotate, so I need to, Cleo, pick a song for me to yodel.
Oh god, can I just be really mean to you and go...
You can constantly be really mean to me. Like, that's what the people want.
That's what the people want. Okay, let's go Hamilton, since I know you know that.
Yodel-lodel-lay-hoo. Yodel-lodel-lay-hoo. Yodel-lodel-lodel-lodel-lodel. Yodel-lodel. Yodel-lodel. Yodel, 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 yodel.
Thank you. This was entirely worth it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, if there's any other songs in there that would have been kind of easier to do, but like,
I was gonna pick a song.
Okay. Well, I've only got 17 of the degrees rotated. We got 10 more degrees of rotation. So satisfied. That's one. You'll never be satisfied. How does that one start? What's the first line of it?
I remember that night. It was that night.
It's still fast. It's there we go. We hit 47 degrees angular. Okay, so thank you very much, Andrew Siva. If anybody else wants to give Cleo an opportunity to make me look foolish, which of course Cleo will say,
I don't need an opportunity.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm looking at PlayOnCon here on my step tracker. Yeah, 13,000 on the first day. 13,000 steps. A minimum of 10,000 steps, yeah, while I was there. So, and that doesn't include all the swimming. Because they have a huge outdoor swimming pool. Although most of the swimming was floating, because every year they buy like 3 or 4 more pool floats, and the con's been going for 14 years now. So
it's just all
it's like oops, all pool floats. I mean, there's barely enough room to move, but yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a problem. That sounds more like a solution.
No, it's an opportunity. Boy. Okay. So I'm
Look, Anna, bananas.
Anna banana.
Oh, bananas.
Anna banana.
Anna banana.
Anna banana. Ana banana. Sorry.
That's absolutely fine. Anna does a lot of hard work for me. I think she deserves a song.
Welcome, Draka Bondit. Glad you could join us. Oh, somebody once had a question about copying and pasting things. Yeah, let me copy and paste that tip link if that's what you're asking for. Because, yeah, there's no robots here. A lot of people spend all day at work telling computers what to do. So, you know, here, I'm going to give you an opportunity to interact with other people. Ta-da! I'm other people.
What was about the show about bananas wearing pajamas? You mean bananas in pajamas?
No, I think they're thinking of Blue's Clues. Because I remember the opening theme of Blue's Clues was like, bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
You know what? I remember that too. I remember
that night. It was...
I remember that night for the rest of my days. Remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. Gonna see that at the end of the month.
Ah.
Yay.
Cleo C in Hamilton. Zombie Cleo C in Hamilton. It's the only show she hasn't yet. Running late. Okay. Interaction shows excitement or emotion. There's no bot commands in this chat. La da 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 da. Bum ba da ba da bum ba dum ba da da. Okay, so I got the picture that I want to use.
The computer to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. That's reasonable. Sorry, Joe. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I got the picture that I want to look at for my reference here. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't post it in your chat. Is it okay if I post a link in your chat?
Yeah, sure.
If people want to see what I'm basing this off of.
You should be VIP'd.
Cool.
Should be fine.
Just as a courtesy to your mods, it helps if I say so they know, like, you know, there's an incoming link.
That's true.
It's like how in Reboot the computer would yell, "Warning, incoming game. Warning, incoming game." Dang it, Cameron just banned me.
Hey Sam, you're looking at portable aircon units. Well, I bought one and it didn't work, so now I have to return it.
But you're using my ice cooled foot thing.
I am.
Do you have more than one of those in the freezer? Because the other thing you can do is swap them out throughout the stream. Oh.
I have. I have two. And a VIP is allowed to post links. Yes.
Yep. I am swimming in coffee today. Coffee. Okay.
I don't think Cam would actually ban Joe.
I give it 50-50 odds myself.
I mean, it depends on how annoying Joe gets, but, you know, I don't think it would be a serious thing.
I mean, I like...
You know. I mean, to be fair, I did once get banned in Cam's stream by one of his mods, so... They've never lived that down, so, you know.
Oh, were you posting something unabashedly erotic?
No, they dropped sorry, I'm going to do this. They dropped their keyboard. Was the excuse. Yeah, that was my response.
Right on the ban Zombie also Cleo button?
Yeah, that was also Cam's response as well. Swamp coolers work best in low humidity environments. I have a swamp cooler. I bought one because, you know, it does seem to do the business, but it's yeah. Is Avon here? Hey Avon. How the heck did you come to this stream just at the right time to me talk about that incident?
Okay.
Avon would be the one that banned me from Cam's stream.
Well, from context, I had slightly deduced that. But we have an international audience, and sometimes inflection is lost on non-English native speakers. So... Okay. Let's see what we need in our palette here. Probably some... I'm realizing I don't have enough reds and oranges maybe to do this. I got plenty of blues.
Why would you need to still cool down a swamp? No, it's because it's like a basic cooler.
It's an evaporative cooler.
Yeah. It's basically a bunch of ice and water, and you put a fan like in front of it, or in my case, it sort of mists it. So,
like Mr. Mom.
I'm sure that's a reference to something. So yes.
I think it was a movie where Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger got like Arnold was pregnant or something.
No, that was Twins.
That was Twins.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Or was it where Hulk Hogan? Maybe Hulk Hogan adopted a bunch of kids or something. I don't remember. It was, I don't know, something like that.
Surely that was The Parent Trap.
Oh boy.
Got their nickname from the mold and such that grows on them. That's why you scrub them. You scrub them lots.
Okay.
Irina just gifted a sub to Ava.
I mostly just wanted an excuse to... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, that's fine. That was a thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I was telling Cleo before the stream that I wanted to draw some of these NASA photos that came out yesterday because we're like kind of sketch their composition, because I spent all day yesterday jumping from project to project, and every time I wanted to look at the NASA stuff, I'm like, no, I've got too much work to do. And now that it's time to do work, I could just sit here and quietly look at these. Did that change the focus?
You do have the best job.
Focus is not locked. Let me fix the camera. Literally, I'm going to fix the focus.
I mean, the photos are amazing. I agree.
Configure video. Camera control. Focus.
I'm not entirely sure I could do what Joe's doing.
Oh, well, Cleo, I mean, I didn't say I was going to do a good job at it. I said I was just going to...
Oh. So it really is just an excuse to look.
No, right? I'm gonna try to do a good job, but like, don't be like, oh my gosh,
if
Joe,
you don't,
you're such a great artist. No wonder that you took on something like this. I was like, no, But like, what is it they say? A hermit's reach should exceed their grasp. That's why we can never catch Etho. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the hopper clock man.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was recording with Etho last night, and I can't say anything. And
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to entrap you.
No, but my brain's going. Yeah. That's how we know Etho. Competency.
Yeah. Somebody commented on my latest video. This video feels like an Etho video, and I don't.
Oh.
That wasn't intentional, but I'm also kind of like, is that good or bad? Are they just like, well,
compliment or not?
Well, this one was really all over the place, Joe.
I mean, are Etho's videos all over the place? I don't think that's true.
No, I don't know, but yeah.
Can't wait for Friday's vids. We're one ahead, just so you're aware. We are definitely one ahead.
So are you saying the stuff you recorded today isn't going to be until next week?
Yeah. So you've got to wait to witness how competent Etho is. I love Etho. Etho's great.
Yeah. So this part up here, Cleo, is supposed to be 7 light years higher than the bottom of this trough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Etho randomly trended on Twitter yesterday.
Oh yeah, why is that?
No one knows. We were all looking at it. It's like, why is Etho trending? And we were just like, this normally happens when someone's getting cancelled. And it was just sort of like loads of people going, I don't know why Etho is trending, but yay, Blockman! And it was like, huh.
Well, sometimes it happens, like,
okay.
if they die. So, you know.
Etho was in chat with me at the time, so it was like, I don't think he was dead.
No, okay. Breach says, I liked the video, so I'd say it was a compliment. No, of course it was a compliment. I'm just being silly. I'm sorry. Sometimes people take me too seriously.
I wonder why.
My subtitle is laugh at me on the YouTube thing. It's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh at this or not. Okay, well.
I mean, always laugh. Always laugh.
People are like, unhinged might be a better word than, yeah, that might be true.
My sibling only watches Etho, and it's really funny because both you and Etho are feared by other players, but from your own point of view, is just scared screaming. Oh yeah, no. Etho absolutely talks a great game. He's like me. He talks better than he does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if people want to report that bot, feel free. You don't have to if you're not at your keyboard, if you're sewing or whatever. But if you're at your keyboard or mouse anyway, the more people that report the bot, the more likely they are to get their bot network IP banned. And
oh yeah, they and Twitch are really good at it as well. I
mean,
mean,
this was on YouTube, but
oh, okay, they're not that.
Yeah, so the problem on YouTube these days is there's a lot of bots with very bad names, and even once the messages are deleted, the name is still there. So you really don't want them coming back.
No.
So yeah, if y'all want to help me out, you're welcome to click on that.
Etho's pretense of being afraid of Cleo adds to the chaos. Yeah, I don't know why he does that, but it does add to my reputation.
Because it adds to the chaos, clearly.
I mean, it does, yeah, but it was just sort of like, oh, you don't want to annoy Cleo, and then you've got all the people who are from like empires going, why don't we want to annoy Cleo? Does Etho know something we don't?
Etho knows everything we don't. Come on, get with it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just sort of like they're going, should we be like, does Cleo have a reputation? And I don't at all. But it's just Etho is giving me a reputation by proxy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ladder's nose.
So I'm gonna crop this down as far as I could actually fit on my paper here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is taking way too long. If I hold this button down, that's a little faster.
I have a reputation with the hermits and you smell like chaos. I'll be honest with you, the only person that isn't particularly bothered by there are two people that aren't particularly bothered by the fact that I have a slightly chaotic reputation. One is Joe.
Hi.
And the other is Jev. Jev does not care.
Yeah.
Jev, like, I have this thing, it's like, nothing becomes real, and, like, I make threats all the time, but they're not real unless you challenge me on them.
I mean, the thing is...
Jeff just challenges me on everything, and it's just sort of like, I didn't have a plan, but now I have to have a plan, and I don't have a plan.
I don't know if this is too much behind-the-scenes information, but the reason I'm not scared of your level of chaos is because of my own.
I'm aware.
Anytime that I indulge my chaotic nature, I end up in actual trouble. Like...
This is true.
There was a lot of stuff during that. I think that I was the most effective single person during the Hermitcraft Civil War because there was stuff that upset people so badly, they didn't include it in their videos. They just removed what I built.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to really be careful with my chaos. And what's really upsetting is even when I think I'm being careful, I find out later I'm not. And I'm like, what? I was at like a 2 here, guys.
It was a 2 on the chaos meter.
Like this. Yeah, they're like, Joe, you really need to think about things before you do them. And I'm like, I constantly do that, which is why I don't do them 99% of the time. I thought this one would be fine because it wasn't any of these other things. And it's like, oh, those other things would have absolutely been unacceptable. And I'm like, I know, right? That's why I didn't do those. This one was on the line. And they're like, no, this one was way across the line. I'm like, what? How?
I'll be honest with you, Joe. I don't find the stuff you do problematic, which is why I know not to do that stuff.
So anyway, thank you to Christine for sending in 10. That is gonna put us 10 more degrees rotation or jotation here. Let me find that camera layer. So we're up to 57 degrees angular. Every dollar we receive will rotate the camera 1 degree angular. And tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat.
Ocean started looking for the wandering trade. Yeah. I do like my hive drape.
Hello Dawn Fox
Still
says,
good.
now I gotta go rewatch the Civil War from your point of view. Yeah, I made yeah. Yeah, if you just look for where the gaps are in what I made and what doesn't show up anywhere.
That was it.
Wait,
that
what?
was it.
Wait, what, Cleo?
Huh?
I only got you in trouble once. Remember that Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, you did get me in trouble.
Yeah.
For that. So.
And I was like, this is that's just like we're
it was funny, and I did not apologize.
We're supposed to be at war, and people are like, it makes it look like my video is broken. It looks like there's a graphical glitch on my screen. I'm getting a
thank you, Cam, for the gift sub.
This lowers the level of professionalism in my footage to have this in the background. This is unacceptable. And I'm like,
it was funny.
But
it was funny.
Oh boy.
I am an enabler. I admit that.
Yeah.
So, and people never tell me off, ever. I don't know why, but they don't. I can get away with pretty much everything. So,
see, that's why people are scared of you, Cleo. Because they know that you can get away with tapping into your own potential.
yeah. That's possibly true. Also, I'll probably cry if they bullied me. That's not a joke. I probably would. I have cried in Hermitcraft meetings before. I have anxiety. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
It's over the most mundane stuff as well. It's like, oh, for God's sake, why are you doing this? I'm always more angry at myself. Yay, emotions. I cry when I get really angry as well. So, when I try to express myself, when I'm trying to avoid conflict, just tears. Just tears. You can tell B-Dubs off for lying badly and then turn around and lie well in the episode later. Look, I'm not angry that B-Dubs lied to me. I'm angry that he lied badly, okay? If you're gonna lie to me, at least make me believe it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cleo really respects when people lie to her well.
I respect the skills. I mean, I don't tend to lie unless it's in a competition venue of some description.
Yeah, like a wrestling match.
Yeah, you can lie to me during a wrestling match. That's fine. But yeah, but like, I have no problems if we're playing a game and one of the objects is to win. It's why I don't do PvP that often, because I don't like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But am I good at lying? Absolutely. I was a teacher. It's a job skill. B-Dubs were actors here. Quit making us look like a junior high production. I think he was going for Spanish telenovela. So...
As opposed to a Mexican telenovela. Because the production values are way different.
He put like soap opera music behind all his lies.
Uh-huh. That's awesome.
Yeah. It was very funny. I ended up having to put a lieometer on my thing. One, because it was really funny, and two, because people weren't sure. So it's not a skill I'm particularly proud of having, but people tell me I can't act.
Well, you act out all the time.
I know, right? But only when you're there to cover my tracks.
I know, right?
I
can't wait to get blamed for this.
Oh, yeah, Red. No, I get that. I've been there. I taught in a school where there was a majority religious group. 2 schools actually like that, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't even a science teacher. Seriously, there's a whole part of the UK curriculum where we have to teach about ethics in scientific practices.
Uh-huh.
And, one of those topics mentions abortion. So naturally, those people with a religious aspect to their home life,
yeah,
were not able. They shut down so hard that they weren't really able to listen to the arguments for and against. It was just like, no, it's always immoral, no matter what. And it was like, okay, yeah, but if you look at this situation, and you could see in their brains, it was like, it's like, I don't want to agree with this. I don't want to say the words out loud that person should be allowed an abortion. And it was just it was heartbreaking to watch like 16-year-olds go through such an ethical dilemma. And it's like, but that's life. You've got to have your choices, and you've got to, be able to back up your choices.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So, in terms of ethics, there was a mad science contest at or mad science fair at PlayOnCon, because the theme this year was mad science. And one of the things that the experiments were judged on was how evil they were.
Right.
So, 2 of my friends ran a wine tasting contest at one of the parties the first night of the con, where they had 3 cups of wine out, or three carafes of wine, right? And you got to try a sip of each. You got like a small like Dixie cup of each, right? And there was a list of 20 possible wines that they could be. And you had to fill out a card with your name on it, and which of the A through T or whatever, like each wine had a letter on the card. What do you think is in carafe 1? What do you think is in carafe 2? What do you think is in carafe 3? And the winner, whoever got all of them right, or the best or the closest, would win a trophy.
Were they the same thing?
Well, we're getting there. So they so there was a trophy that said best drinker at PlayOnCon, which is a big accomplishment because there's a lot of drinking at PlayOnCon. Have I told you about the Drunken Spelling Bee yet?
Yeah. Oh, you told me that you didn't win, but you came 3rd.
Yeah, I got 3rd. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, they basically had a box of Franzia, and they used several drops of red food coloring to make a red wine out of it. Mm-hmm. They used 1 drop of red food coloring to make a rosé looking wine, and then with the remaining 1/3 of the box of Franzia, they ran it through a soda stream to carbonate it.
Right.
And
that's what I would have done.
So only 1 person correctly guessed that all 3 were the same. Mm-hmm. But he did not guess the right things. So anyway, when they were presenting this at the Mad Science Fair later at the convention, they're like, in terms of ethics, we did not disclose the new, what people were ingesting on human subjects who were already inebriated and unable to legally consent to the experiment. So I think we got that one in the bag. But yeah.
I mean, it could have been worse. Joe leads a very interesting life.
Yeah, you have that option too. Like,
I do have
No,
the
I wasn't
option
calling
to
you
leave.
out, Cleo. This was more. I was trying to encourage the audience. No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're
I'll
going to
shut
see
up. That's
Hamilton. You're doing it right. But
fine. It's true.
you get a pass. You.
Okay.
But no,
Yay!
I'm trying.
Fast!
No, I'm trying to say to people like the thing is, it wasn't like, oh, this was a convention that I got to go to because I have a YouTube channel and I'm a big deal. This is anybody who wanted to pay $60 for a badge and, you know,
Not a big deal.
split a hotel room could go. Right? This
Yeah.
is open to the public thing. Nightshade Owl says, what?
Not big deals. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, but like the thing is that there are some things that we do get to do that other people don't. Like the Minecraft behind the scenes stuff. And like, there's occasionally stuff where people are like, "Oh, that I wish I could do that." But like this is something like you could do that.
And then I look at you and go, "Why?" I get it. I do.
Yeah.
This is why I hate being poor. I can't do cool things out and about. I mean, you can make your own fun.
Well,
Being weird has no price tag.
I will say at PlayOnCon they have because it's at a camp, there are bunk houses.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is not the top tier lodging. This is the lowest tier of lodging, where you're literally like in a bunkhouse with 5 bunk beds and a shared bathroom, and you can pay for just the bottom bunk, and it's like $40. So that's like $11 a night or $12 a night.
Yeah.
Like, now that's not necessarily how you want to go to PlayOnCon. Ideally, you get 4 friends and you get one of the dorm rooms, which is like 2 bunk beds and a private bathroom. That's what we usually do.
Right.
And that's like that ends up being like $90 a person if you get all 4 people. Now, granted, $90 a person is a lot more than $40 a person, but it's still affordable, right? Compared to going to Dragon Con, where the hotel rooms are like $1,200 or something stupid.
And also, don't go to Dragon Con.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I'm saying it to everybody. It's like, I never felt safe,
Mother of Cobalt says, Joe, do you have a date for PlayOnCon next year already? Mother of Cobalt, I hate to disappoint you, but I am not currently seeking the future ex Mrs. Hills. I love hearing about it and like to start setting aside money to go next year. Oh, you mean on the calendar? Yeah, every year it's usually in early July or late June. It's usually as close to 4th of July weekend as they can get it. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a lot of fun. And if I lived near you, I would probably go.
Yay!
But I do not.
Oh. But yeah, in terms of the Drunken Spelling Bee, because I told Cleo about this during HHH, but some of y'all weren't there, obviously. The format of this was great. So there's a lady who's a comedian who does this at bars in Atlanta. And so she gets the actual Scripps Spelling Bee list, which is like the U.S. National Spelling Bee group, right? And she picks the words that she can make the funniest sentences about. Right?
I like this person.
Yeah, it's great. And so we started at midnight, which was after Iron Bartender, which is 2 hours of competitive bartending where there's constantly staff workers for the convention coming through the audience, letting us sample the things that the ingredients that the bartenders are using. So everybody has had plenty to drink by this point. And yeah, so the thing I decided to do, because I haven't been in a spelling bee since I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, was that I decided to do it as Ted Theodore Logan with my Bill and Ted voice. And so the woman would be like, ambiguous, meaning unclear. The Internal Revenue Service said that the way I declared my tips was ambiguous. And then, yeah, and that's the other thing. She has this ongoing narrative about an escalating showdown between her and the IRS and the federal government. Like, so it's like a little fun little story there, too. And then so I was like I kind of did a little. I added a little bit of Jack Sparrow because I was supposed to
Yeah.
be like more to the movement. So I come up to the
Yeah.
mic, be like, "Oh, hey, ambiguous, AMBIGUS, ambiguous." That sort of thing. And yeah, I got third place, and there were like somewhere between 24 and 30 people.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah.
You working with words means you know a lot of words.
I was actually thinking to carry this further than we got it on Monday because we had the big group, so I didn't get a lot of time to talk about this. I was actually thinking of having some sort of segment during my stream every night where the chat gives me a word to try to spell. But I realized that doesn't really work great
because the chat is giving you.
Because the chat is typing the words. So then I was like, I need a show where I've got somebody else on a call and they can give me a word. So I can.
Hygiene.
What was that?
Hygiene.
Are you going to use it in a comedic sentence?
No. But it's the word that is on like pretty much every teacher exam that you have to be able to do, because we have to take like English, maths and IT exams before you can be qualified to be a teacher.
Okay.
In the UK. But hygiene is that word.
Hygiene. HYGIENE. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Woo.
You did. Wait, IT exams to teach in the UK? Yeah, really, though you have to pass a basic IT exam. I was in there for 15 minutes, but there were a few, let's call them older gentlemen.
Oh, you're
who
so
were
generous,
in there whilst
Cleo.
I was also like, I did my IT, maths, and English exams all the way through. They were still on their IT exam for I can't remember how long it was, like at least half an hour, probably longer. So yeah, and that's what I found as a teacher, is that the older the teacher, the more likely they are to come to me and go, Cleo, could you please hook up my whiteboard? I'm like, why can't you do it? I don't know how. I will teach you. So I teach them, and then the next day, could you come and hook up my whiteboard? I'm like, taught you how to do this yesterday. Yeah, but I don't remember stuff like that. I'm so quirky. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. Oh, speaking of people I don't hate, Lulu has subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see there are no exits. And McLesley has resubscribed for 11 months, nearly a year. It's fine.
Yeah. I took a class, I took a fashion class in college. Because I was doing cartooning at the time, and I was like, I want to learn about all these different costumes so I can like draw different period specific things, right?
Right.
And it was offered through the theater department. And the first day I was surprised, and maybe this is the sort of thing I shouldn't be surprised about, but like it seemed like in this class with 40 people in it, there were 38 women. And then the next day we come back, it was like a Tuesday, Thursday class. So we came in on Thursday. I come back next Tuesday. There's one less person in the class, and it was the other guy. Right? And
which confuses me.
And I'm just like, huh, okay. And then the professor is like trying to connect her laptop to the overhead projector system, right? And I'm just like, usually I'm the know-it-all, where when they're like, can somebody help me with this? I'm like, yeah, I got it, because I know a lot about computers. But I'm just like, no, I'm gonna look like I'm like the you know, the guy who...
I'm going to look like the village idiot deliberately.
Well, I didn't say... No, it was more like, I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna be the only guy in this class and the one that's like, let me show all the women how to use the computers. Right? Because
You know
I was
what?
like...
That's actually fair.
I was like, I'm sure someone else here can help the professor.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the case. So we just didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I was like, maybe I should have offered to help. But, like, I was like, statistically, there's no way I'm the only person in this room that knows how to connect a computer to the projector.
No.
But apparently, there are some theater people who are very technical.
Mm-hmm.
But they apparently didn't enroll in that class. So I kind of felt bad about that. And it's just like...
I don't think you need to. I'm... One, a teacher should know how to put in their bloody computers.
Yeah.
Two, it's not your job. Screw
No,
'em.
it's not my job, but, like, you know, if I can help people,
Yeah,
I
no,
should
but
try.
I don't like. No, I'm sorry, but like as a teacher, if you don't know how to plug in your monitor, I am going to. You use it every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well,
And it's gonna make me cross.
I will say, though, keep in mind, Cleo, this was, like, in 2005. And...
I was teaching with
Okay.
interactive whiteboards in 2005.
Okay.
Don't. No.
Okay.
You use it every day. There is no excuse. Sorry, I get really cross about this because there are people that just use learned helplessness and it doesn't help anyone. And it impacted my day for years before I started putting my foot down, and it makes me angry.
This is one of the reasons that I stopped using Windows computers, so I didn't have to help people using Windows computers.
There.
Because people are like, Joe, you know about computers? And I'm like, okay, what version of Linux are you running? And they're like, and I'm like, because I really only know Red Hat these days.
You know what? I have lots of respect for that.
Yeah. Oh, Windows. Well, the last Windows I used was Win2K Pro. So I didn't really use Vista or what's the other one? The Home Edition. Yeah.
The thing, what annoys me more is that they won't even have a go.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like, a lot of computing is just plugging things in a different way.
Oh, so nowadays, though, you can just be like, okay, so what you want to do is you want to open up YouTube, and you want to find B000100, and you want to watch his latest videos. Not the Paw Patrol stuff, but the Minecraft stuff. It's great. And then eventually, YouTube will recommend to you how to fix your computer, because it's always listening. They already know what you need to see. You just need to let the autoplay go for about an hour or two.
Yeah, like Sunrider says, I worked in a university for almost 20 years, do not work in IT, yet people still come to me, not even in my department, for basic IT help. Yeah, it's just sort of like, I had people calling down, because I used to go across year groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the mornings I was with reception, and in the afternoons I was with year 6.
Sure.
I would be in year 6 and trying to teach my year 6 class, and then someone in the other year group goes, "Oh, you fixed this for me this morning. It's doing it again. Can you come up?" I'm like, I'm teaching another class.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's really inappropriate that you don't know how to do this stuff for yourself. And it made me so angry, because then they would try and call the other teacher who was off doing their work to cover for my class so I could get their stuff working. And it's like part of being a teacher is knowing how to not. It's knowing how to just get on with something else. If your lesson plan doesn't go your way, because no plan survives contact with the enemy are children, by the way.
I was going to say the enemy are children. But you know who's not the enemy
100%
is Rosalind Seville, Tip and 10, who says, as a young teacher, I was always quicker to come to help than the IT department, usually to plug in an obvious cable. Well, thank you very much, Rosalind. That's going to get us to 67 degrees of angular rotation.
You have my empathy, because ask if it's plugged in. Have you turned it off and on again? And and like 9 times out of 10, is it plugged in? Oh no, it's not. Thank you. Bringing back like little throbbing rage.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you're fine, Cleo.
Oh, what journal do I use? I use Otagami journals. I've got another one on the way. I think the other one is pink. Mostly because it was the cheapest one.
Ooh.
And I've only got that for like 4 months. I will probably get another Otagami because they've been like really good for me. These are A5 pages. I did see someone ask in the middle of Joe's speech what size it was. These are A5 books. So, yeah. It's fine.
So, Cleo, do you think you could have another word for me with a funny sentence by next week?
If you remind me...
Okay.
You remind me on Tuesday evening, because I now get my... I now have time.
Uh-huh.
So, if you can get me one by Tuesday...
Well, I'm not going to get you the word, because then I'll know how to spell it.
No. If you remind me on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Swift Shade, Cheered Biddies says, Angry Tech Support Zombie is my new favourite genre. Hope you're staying cool. Yes, I am. And Shade Swift Cheered Biddy saying some number of months. 9 months. Baby time, Cold Dawn.
Thank you. I don't know how well this is showing up on the stream, but this is really helping me see the structure of this, recreating it. Like, I'm really... like...
Cheered Biddies. Sorry, I've just got like people have been typing like huge amounts of like, this is what happened to me when the teachers and the IT, and it's just like, oh, I've unlocked something.
Oh yeah.
Like 5 or 6 of them just scrolled past on my chat, and I can't go back. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I feel your pain. Just in with anger, out with love.
So here's another thing that helps is, you can always say, I'm really overwhelmed with client work right now, but I do have a rush rate. And just take whatever your normal rate is and either double or triple it, depending on how much you don't want to do the thing, with a 1 hour minimum. And so, you know, if somebody wants to pay you, like, I don't know, $300 to go plug in a cable, like...
Unfortunately, as a teacher...
Make sure to get that $300 up front.
Yeah. Reg just says, what, a stereotypical female version that isn't marked up in price? Yes, the pink one was cheaper than this one. But green is my favorite color. I will always try and go for green unless it's more expensive. So, you know, I worked in IT for 15 years. Don't ask me for help unless you need something written in COBOL.
There you go.
Like, we had coding lessons. We had to do coding lessons in year 6.
Uh-huh.
And so I was I basically learned how to do basic Python. Yeah. Uh-huh. And it was like, I've forgotten it all now, so don't ask. But
I won't.
No, because you could probably do it better than me.
Well, no, the P in my lamp stack was PHP, so I can't really do Python very well.
Anyway, so I taught myself basic Python to teach to the children. There was another teacher. No, there were 2 other teachers at one point, because I had to plan the lesson, but I had to go off and do another thing. So somebody came in and taught my lesson whilst I was teaching someone else. It was a whole thing. Anyway,
this sounds like a really good plan. Like, this is how a school should be structured, ridiculous. Obviously.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous. I've always been the person that is firefighting, but I had to teach these people. Not only did I plan the lesson with step-by-step instructions, because you can't teach children coding unless you've got, if you type in this will happen. If you type, and just the amount of people that were just sort of like, but I typed it in and it's not working. And I'm like, did you put in the full stop? Why would I need to put in the full stop? Because it's coding.
Because the computer...
You have to put things in exactly. Just, like my just throbbing in my temple. And just having to teach it to two people that were not good with computers, when I could have just taught it to one and then taught my own class, really annoyed me. Anyway. Oh, this is really therapeutic for me. I'm getting out a lot of anger.
Well, that's obviously what I'm here for. When people think Joe and Cleo, they're like, "Oh, Cleo's gonna get a lot of anger out today."
If I'm being honest, you don't make me very much angry at all.
No, but like I definitely bring it out.
You definitely facilitate my ability to process my anger.
Yeah, well, that's important.
Yeah, it is, because I would explode a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Joe's not my emotional punching bag. He's a facilitator. He helps me be angry.
Mm-hmm.
But not at Joe, because I'm very rarely angry at Joe.
Yeah.
I find Joe funny.
Yeah.
So Joe's a discount therapist.
I actually very rarely talk to discounts.
Joe's a very expensive therapist. But when you are angry, I don't think I've ever been angry at Joe. Like, annoyed maybe, but not like anger. I don't have the energy to be angry. Is a B5 journal smaller or larger than A5? I think it's probably the same. I don't know what I think B5 is the same. I think it's just A5 but in book form. Slightly smaller. B5 is bigger. Well, I'm glad we've got consensus in the chat.
I don't really know about British paper sizes.
B5 is bigger. Got angry at me the other day for saying coup de grace. No, you didn't say it correctly. You said it incorrectly. And I didn't get angry at you. I got annoyed. There's a difference.
Wait. Let me give this a go.
Don't.
A co-op to Gracie?
Almost.
Was that it? Or was it more Italian? Like, co-op to Grazie?
No, it was Coupe de Gracie, was the way they pronounced it.
Yeah.
And, I just...
Coupe?
My brain. And it was just sort of like, the worst part was, they know how to say it. They know. What about when you broke Joe's legs in season 7? Can we tell them about that? Or should we leave that in the magic of editing?
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember what you were mad about. Did I do?
No, I don't.
Honestly, I have a lot of, I don't really always retain things well because I'm usually overtired, and apparently sleep is important for long-term memory formation.
No.
It turns out. I know, shocking. I vaguely remember you threatening me a lot, but I don't remember what it was about. Was it about me building that rainbow?
About existing.
Was it about the...
Oh, it might have been about the rainbow, yeah.
I feel like it was around that time. But I don't remember if it was about that. Or did I build the rainbow? I don't know. I'm really...
I've been threatening to break your legs for a little while, I think. And then you'd done something, and then I just bopped you. Mm-hmm. And your pants broke.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, Cleo, you're always making people break out of their pants. Was that too far?
Yeah, that would... Dial it back.
Dial it back. Done. The United Kingdom's sweetheart.
What? No.
Star of stage and screen, Zombie Cleo.
Yeah, I like the fact that chat is like, oh, okay.
I felt like Breakout was safer than Bust, but...
Not
by
really.
Much.
Not by much, no.
See, that was the dialed back version, too, is my point.
I I understand why you get it's annoyed with your dialed back versions now. And thank you for the explosion of emotes. That's appreciated, guys. Anyway. Right. I've nearly finished with August. I think I've just got 1 week to go, and then I've got like some planning stuff for next month's journal.
Woo.
Joe broke the conversation flow. I mean, I don't find it very difficult to get back into conversations after that.
No.
Because I just go, anyway, and then we move on.
Moving on.
Moving on. It's fine. We can move on.
Moving on is a chance. You take any time. You try to talk while streaming.
Do I do a calendar for each month in your journal? I do. Let me just. You know what? I'll do. I haven't done a flip through in a while, to be honest. All right. So stuff that I have not used. So January, I always do like a quote and a title page. Month habit tracker. I used to do a mood tracker, but I didn't like it very much.
Did it put you in a bad mood? It's like every time I put my mood down, it's annoyed that I'm putting my mood down.
I mean, it was a case of I had some bad days, and it was just like every time I looked, I just went, I had some bad days. I tried to rectify that by making it darker colors for the good days.
Yeah.
But no. So well, you know, you can tell that I just like started doing it properly.
Every time an app asks me to review it in the App Store, I go in and I give it the lowest possible score, and I say I was having a good but busy day. And then I attempted to do work using this app, and I was derailed by a prompt to enter a review. This is an unacceptable behavior for a tool that is supposed to facilitate doing work.
And you can see my mood planner there. I ignored, but yes, I agree with you. I ignored that entirely. This is one of my favorite pages in the journal. Just the War of the Worlds one.
Oh, okay. I thought
just.
Yeah, because there's a delay, so I thought you're touching the knife. You're like, let me just threaten Joe real quick. Here's a reminder. I love razor blades.
I do not actually like knives particularly.
Mm-hmm.
As a rule, for guns, or bows and arrows, just keep it at a distance.
I actually got to shoot a bow and arrow at PlanCon.
I mean, I actually, like, every time that I pick up a bow and arrow, I end up being the, like, because, you know, at school, sometimes you had, like, those, like, special days where people came in and taught you, like, different skills, or you go away to, like, a week of camp or something, and you get taught archery. I have consistently been the one that's hit closest to all the targets.
Oh, nice.
Every single time. So I'm thinking, if I actually took up archery, I did actually look into taking up archery, but, the people that were doing it, they did it whilst I was at school, so I could probably go.
But now you could do it.
Now.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you heard Tango talking about taking up hockey. He's doing club
ice
hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, ice okay. He's doing club hockey now, and like, you know, getting away from the screen and stuff like that can be really good for you.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, but archery is one of those things that I've actually always kind of wanted to take up.
I mean, you absolutely should. Like, I mean, there's a ton of health benefits.
Yeah. It doesn't make it significantly thicker, and it stays closed just fine. Yeah. But I've got like a decent journal. No, but yeah, I it's one of those things where I was I've always been intrigued by it, and I think, you know, I should probably take up something like that. Archery is the best. I 100% recommend. And also, if it does come to the end of the world, I know how to hunt.
Yay!
Or shoot things, you know. So that's fine. painting and drawing has always been my thing. I've always had very sedentary hobbies. When I was a kid, I was a reader rather than a sports player. But I've got myself a bike, which I always used to love when I was a kid. But now I've got myself a grown-up bike, a grown-up people's bikes, which I'm going to be using. Do you know how to butcher then? I actually have experience with skinning animals, and I have gutted animals in the past, once or twice. So yeah, more of a crossbow person than a bow and arrow person. That's fine. I don't have the upper arm strength for it. I'm working on that as well. Like honestly, since quitting my job, I am healthier than I have ever been. So, you know,
it does help having all the extra time.
It does.
And not spending time commuting. You know, you can reclaim that commuting time.
I mean, I never lived too far from school.
Well, but still, like, I think it's something like every 5 minutes away you live from where you work. Every 5 minutes away you live comes out to 1 day at the end of the year. So, like, Jesus. If you have a 5-minute commute to work on foot, let's say you know you're one building over, you walk over.
I commuted 30 minutes to and from school.
Did you say 30?
Which I consider quite close. 30, yeah.
Okay, so you're 15 minutes away, right? I guess in that scenario. So yeah, that's
32 and 30 from, so an hour every day.
Okay, so yeah, that's like 6 days of your life every year you're getting back.
Wow. Don't feel like I'm doing a lot with it.
Well, you just said that you're building your upper body strength and you're in better shape than
I
ever.
am.
So, I mean,
that's true.
That's what I'm saying, is it's easier to do stuff like that. You don't realize how much time you're reclaiming.
No, I don't think I did. But you put it like that and my brain's gone, oh yeah, no, that's probably right, actually. So...
NJ Coffee Junkie says, what would 2.5 hours each way be? You do the math, NJ. I've given you the formula.
I've got a lot of people tipping suddenly. Megs, the musical, has resubscribed for 16 months. We do have a hype train, thank you. Grandbook has resubscribed for 6 months. McLesley has cheered biddies. Hypothermic Haddock has cheered biddies. Echo has cheered biddies. Thank you very much indeed, guys. I appreciate that. I reclaimed a lot of time and use it to do nothing. I mean, arguably, Cam, you do quite a lot with your time, and the fact that you're still getting antsy about that really annoys me, because you do loads and I know why you do it, but it's just I arguably think you do more than me most days. Bakura cheered 101 bits. Thank you very much. No wonder my 1.5 hour commute ate my brain for so long. When I graduated, the only job I could find was across state lines. That seems madness. McLesley cheered biddies. Atas cheered biddies. Best part is Joe can't hear that noise.
Oh, I don't need to hear the noise.
Oh, Mother of Kobolds gifted 10 community gift subs. Thank you very much indeed.
Yay, Mother of Kobolds.
Mother of Kobolds, yes. Thank you very much. Joe doesn't know about the cow.
No.
Joe does not. That's good.
Yeah.
Not everyone needs to know about the cow. And Arterial Red cheering 101 biddies. Thank you.
Yeah, my cowbell's all the way down by the blender, so if you...
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So if you want more cowbell, let's see, if yodeling was 27, let's say leaving the room to get the cowbell is 52. Let's just remember how we talked about your rush rate? You double it. You want me to leave this room right now?
Geek of Many Topics cheered 100 biddies. Sky9's cheered biddies. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing.
I was going to say I won't mute the mic, and then I'll yodel on the way to and back. But then I was like, no, that's actually gonna wake people up. So no, I will not do that.
If they didn't want to be woken up, they would have woken up already.
Yeah, I know. The best way to avoid me waking you up is to be awake. Like that's just basic. That's basic stuff right there.
You're not allowed a craft knife. How do you cut washi tape? Scissors works. JT kitchen another 101 biddies. Oh, why did I agree to that cow noise? It's fine.
Just
it's
another
fine.
in a long line of questionable decisions by Zombie Cleo.
And you know what? My questionable decisions have led me here, so they're not all bad.
You keep telling yourself.
I'm being upbeat and I'm being nice. Shut up, Joe.
You keep telling yourself that.
Look, Joe, look at it my way. I'm working from home. I'm hanging out with friends. I'm having a life. And when I was teaching, I didn't really have a life. So.
Okay. I'm trying my best to appreciate this from your point of view.
Look, I don't have to go in and teach small children that aren't mine. I'm calling it a win.
Yay.
JT, thank you for the biddies. And WF Kiwi gifted 5 community gift subs. Thank you so much. You're amazing, guys. Now I get to teach chat instead. Like I don't think me rambling is teaching very much.
Yeah, no, it's not quite the same, is it?
No, I mean, sometimes I will say, okay, here's the thing that I know about, and you guys need to know about it too. But that tends to be more focused. That's not. I don't scold chat.
Okay. Oh, let me see if I can find the word that I got out on in the spelling bee. Hold on, because this came up earlier. Okay. Yeah, the word that I got out on the spelling bee, just because I'm going to teach everybody a new word now, was peripatetic.
Peripatetic, yes.
Is that a common word in England? Because that's not a common word.
Well, no, it's a teaching word.
Okay, I had.
You have peripatetic teachers.
Oh, yeah, because I had never heard it before. But yeah, traveling from place to place, in particular working or based in various places.
We have peripatetic music teachers.
Yeah. So
that sounds fake. No, that's a genuine word. That is something that we had. Like, one of my favorite people in my old school was the peripatetic music teacher. He was great, but yeah, my school definitely were just like. I don't know if it was wanting to sound posh or it was his genuine job title. I feel like it was probably his genuine job title. But that word used to go on the staff whiteboard every time he would come in.
Talria Studios says, question about Hermitcraft. Do you guys get online whenever? Yes.
Yes.
Do we have a schedule?
No set times.
Do we schedule around each other to make sure the server doesn't crash or that we don't interrupt others during stream? No. Like, sometimes if somebody is running a really obnoxious farm, other people might go yell at them like, "Hey, we're crafting here." But like,
we're trying to craft it. Like there was a point in time where I was rubber banding on the server so bad I couldn't record.
I
haven't actually been back since that day, really.
Oh no. Hey,
so
Cleo, did you ever get that birthday gift I gave you?
Huh?
I gave you that shulker box full of player heads, and people have been asking me if you ever found it.
I didn't find it.
Okay. It's on top of your base.
I will go and I will try and look for it. I will try and look for it.
Thank you, Cleo. You know, not that my feelings are hurt or anything, but
I'm not good at targeted stuff. You know this.
No, it's fair. Isuma made me a Minesweeper, and I forgot about it for 20 days. Well, I didn't forget about it. It was just like kept getting. I was like, I gotta finish the episode I'm on. That'll be in the next episode. I gotta finish the episode. Oh no, this episode's now full. Let's like, you know, and I just couldn't get to it. And then I was traveling for PlayOnCon, obviously. And it was just like, He's like, did you forget? I'm like, not exactly. It's like, I'm trying. It's just, life is busy. Thank you for making me a nice thing. I want to play it. I'm just busy.
X is usually chill about stuff like that. So,
in
my experience. So,
yeah, if people want to see,
I've got to. I've already organised a thing with another hermit that I need to build a little office for.
Ooh.
I'm going to need lots of my own head at some point. Because I want to put employee of the month with my head on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just covering an entire wall. So... So I'm a good employee for myself.
Yeah.
I actually, I am. I'm quite good.
Mm-hmm. I believe you, Cleo. I think that you're doing great.
I am fine. Get the elf task force to kill you. I mean, arguably they don't like to do it unless it's a challenge, and me going, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me.
Yeah, so
what I will do.
You know the trick with the cacti and the bow and arrow, right?
Oh yeah. I tend to just drop from a certain height and then just shoot myself, and it's fine. I don't want to put a cactus in because there is a chance I'll lose the head.
Yeah, that's fair. It's relatively low, but it's possible.
Yeah. Well, the last time I was doing it, Corrales was going, he goes, oops, and I go, no, that was deliberate, and he goes, a likely story. No, it genuinely was. It was deliberate.
But it isn't the whole story, is it?
No, it's pretty much
the whole story. Yeah, so that's all there is.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay. So hot.
Yeah.
I don't know where that troublesome word came from.
So
it's in all my comments, and I'm just like,
yeah. So, Corrales used it to mean like wholesome, and so everybody is on that train now. You know, Corrales is a trendsetter.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. You know what's I kind of want to do is so yesterday Badger and I went out to play pinball, and so her elbow started hurting. So I picked up these 2 ice packs that look like you know how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have those elbow guards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle elbow guards, but they're ice packs, and they're in the freezer now. And I'm not really that warm, but I don't want to do it just to taunt you, but I haven't actually tried them on yet, and I think it would be kind of funny to do that on stream.
Go do it. Go on.
Next to the cowbell. I still haven't gotten paid to get the cowbell, so I'm gonna have to walk past the cowbell to go get it. But I guess that's what I'm going to do. So
that is what you're going to do.
I will be right back, Cleo.
Okay. I am very hot today. It's not fun. I've got a fan just opposite me on, like, if you can hear it, I don't care. Because I would die and there would be no stream. And arguably, me being here is more important than Don't hear it. Don't hear no fan. Fabulous. How hot is it where you are? Today I think it's 27 degrees. But we're in the middle of a heat wave in the UK. And yeah. It is cooler than it was yesterday. Spending all evening recording yesterday was a very sweaty situation. Sunday and Monday are going to be the hottest in UK records. Not entirely sure convinced by that. Can you put an ice bucket in front of the fan? I do have an ice, a swamp cooler. I mean, there was 42 degrees last year where I lived, so, you know. Here's the thing that all the Americans seem to struggle with. Our houses are designed specifically to keep in heat. Like, way more than American houses are. Our houses are made of brick, like sometimes two rows of brick with insulation in the middle. We don't have air conditioning in our houses, like ever, really. They are designed to be warm. It's cold more often than not, yeah.
But
that means welcome back. But that means that when it is hot, it your house will become a furnace.
Well, real quick, I got a tip for 6 from Leslie. Thank you very much, Leslie. Let's see, we were at 67, so now we are at 73, it looks like. So let's go ahead and rotate that camera, like so. Do. And so these are the ice packs. They've got like beads inside them.
I'll wait for them to appear on, but I'll just make.
And then they've got these Velcro straps on the back, and then you can put them on your elbow. Whoops, put them on your elbow. Dang it, under here. Oh, somehow I spilled cola all over my pad. When did that happen? Probably when I rammed into the drink with the ice pack. But it's a mystery to everyone. But yeah, so you can just put this on your elbow here, and then you bring the Velcro around. Do.
I'm definitely trying to watch Joe put on these ice packs, but you know.
Ta-da! Elbow ice. Now I won't overheat when I'm drawing very quickly.
I'm still watching.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can hold it. Oh, they're close enough to chroma green that when I hold it up on the camera here. Yeah, and I got 2 of them because Badger has 2 elbows.
Oh. Did Badger hurt themselves?
Yeah. Overextended themselves playing pinball.
Oh, I see.
Woo, pinball. Okay, this is actually like, for someone who doesn't have a muscular overextension, this is very cold. In a place that is very odd. I have never had a cold elbow before when the rest of me was not cold.
I like how smooth your avatar animation is when you speak. What program do you use for that? I do believe it is just OBS.
Yo, OBS.
It's just set as an OBS kind of filtery kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Also, people are jumping in and explaining this Troublesome thing better. Apparently, Corrales and Cub Fan were playing some sort of word game, and they got into an argument about whether or not that was a real word and was valid. So,
yeah,
and Corrales successfully defended it, so it's real now.
Okay. Sapphire Links, saying I would die there doesn't mean anything when I've just explained that UK houses turn into kilns in a way that American houses don't, and we don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
If I had air conditioning in a wood house, I would be fine. You know, it's.
I will say Badger was really worried about the humidity and heat here, and has been absolutely fine because of the air conditioning being everywhere.
I mean, if I had air conditioning, I've had air conditioning. I had a portable one that hasn't since broke, and I was fine. So it's a case of, you know, you can't compare. People go in America, they go, oh, but it's 105 here. Yes, but you have air conditioning and a house that lets out heat.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put these back in the freezer in case Badger wants
probably
them
a good idea.
Up, so I will be right back.
Do you handle the heat or the cold? But I can live quite comfortably in cold houses. Yeah, my house is designed to catch the sun. I have a whole set of windows designed to catch the sun and let the sunlight and the heat in. So, yeah. The real question should be, how hot is it inside your house? I can actually answer that. Okay. It stops at 30 degrees. The dial says it's on 30 degrees, but I suspect it's probably hotter than that. Inside my house currently. It's one of those things that is just sort of like, yeah, but also we're not making this up, and we're not wusses or anything. It's just a case of being hot is just a thing. My head thingy says it's 33 degrees inside. Yeah. Teaching us even after she left. I mean, I'm not teaching you. I'm just getting frustrated by people who say, it's not that hot. We have it hotter over here. That's annoying and also obnoxious because live in different places, they have different things.
I like that Cleo's rant is still going. It's the same rant.
I'm so annoyed by this because I get
same rant.
Every single time that I say, oh, it's hot here, an American goes, well, where I live, it's 95 degrees. I'm like, don't care. That doesn't stop it being hot here. Mm-hmm. Stop it. I use the butt tape. Sorry, bean tape. Sorry.
Telria Studio says, how did you guys start with art? I've had friends who would try to copy their favorite anime, moved on to psychedelic art. I don't know. Like, we just always had crayons and color pencils around and markers when I was a kid, and some paints. So, probably with finger paints, I guess.
The tips I don't mind about being cool. It's the, oh, you would die here. It's like, that is not helpful. That is just basically calling someone a wuss.
Yeah.
Americans can't. You can complain about the heat. I have no problems complaining about the heat. The problems that I have is just sort of is the smug superiority thing. That's the thing that bothers me.
Yeah, Cleo hates smugness.
I do actually.
Yeah, she does actually. See?
I do.
She does.
Also want to smack Joe. So, you know.
Yay, at me. I'm glad we made this about me.
Don't say it like that, Joe. You made it weird.
Hit me, zombie.
Didn't the British invent smug superiority? Yeah, pretty much. So we know when you're doing it. Worst part being to make the pet understand they can't say sunbathe in this weather. I mean, pets have got like different ways than us, can't cool down. But yes, I agree. That is
like if you have a Siberian Husky, it's gonna have a hard time in the summer.
If you have a Siberian Husky in a place where it gets really hot, that's just mean. Just mean. You haven't got ways to cool it down.
I mean, not everybody can afford to move to Alaska for their dog, Cleo.
I mean, maybe, just hear me out. Maybe Huskies should only be sold in Alaska.
Oh, I don't know, Cleo. People really care. They get sensitive about their pets and being told that they need to move to another state.
Well, I'm not saying move to another state. I'm saying don't buy a Husky if you live in Nevada.
Well, that just feels like the sort of thing that
that seems like basic pet care.
That would be the sort of thing I'd be wary about telling someone to do. Personally,
I'm not. I just don't think it's fair.
Oh, I'm not saying how I feel about it. I'm saying that's not something that I would jump in on. Like, there are certain conversations where I'm like, oh, no, nope, that's going to get me in trouble.
Coward. You both make valid points. What, that Huskies should be in an environment that's actually, you know, not going to cause them heat stroke. Unless you intend to have a kid ball filled with ice all summer anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you can afford that, absolutely.
If you can afford a kid pool full of ice, you can afford to move to Alaska.
I never said that.
You know how much ice cream costs up there? Nothing. You put some milk outside.
People really shouldn't get huskies unless they want their dog talking back to them. Huskies are drama queens. They are. Are those butts? No, they're kidney beans.
Hey, welcome, Mr. Hardluck.
Plausible deniability. The chubby croissants.
Oh, you know the French.
They're not just kid. Oh no, they're not just kidney beans. They're also kidneys. Yeah, pickled kidneys. I do not like the taste of offal. Blech. They're not Chinese crackers. I like the diversity in kidney bean colours. Yeah, so kidney beans come in many shapes and sizes and colours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mostly red, so I'm a bit surprised that none of them are red. But, you know, it's fine. Offal. Offal is like heart, lungs, liver.
Heart, lungs, liver, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heart, lungs, liver, knees and toes, knees and toes.
I used to like liver pate when I was a child. Until, and this is a true story. I was on a farm the day after Chernobyl exploded, and I just found this mass in my liver pate sandwiches, and I couldn't eat them after that. So, but I definitely remember that it was when Chernobyl exploded, because I remember us being forced in, because it started to rain, and us being forced inside a barn because of fear of the fallout. I'm that old. Must have been about 6, maybe 7. I was alive when Chernobyl happened, yes. They didn't tell us that's why we were going in the barn, but like years later, I was speaking of it with my mum and she reminded me of it, and I was like, oh yeah. And I do actually remember that, and I do remember the liver pate thing.
Nightshade Owl Live says, Joe, are colored pencils your preferred art medium to work with, or the one most readily available? Most readily available. I think trying to do something like this with paint would look better. But what I'm realizing as I'm like zooming in and looking at the structure here is that if I had tried to do this with paint first, I would have totally screwed it up. Like this was the right. This was a good first step because I have a better appreciation for the structure now trying to do it in color pencils. So I'm not trying to make a final piece of art here. I'm trying to understand the subject better. And for doing that, the color pencils are fine because I'm not getting caught up in mixing the colors and all that. I'm just looking at what I've got in front of me and, you know, working from there.
Was it just a random barn? No, this was we were on a farm. We were on a school trip. So we were on a school trip to a farm.
Yeah.
I remember getting an iodine tablet every year that we were supposed to carry at all times for years afterwards. Really? Huh.
Corky says, for a final pass, this would look great with watercolors. Well, the thing is there's a lot of black in this, so I think the real way to do it would be to cover a canvas with black first. And then do, like... Because there's all these dots for the individual stars and whatnot here, right? And then, you know, use a very fine brush for all the dots after you get the nebula in. I don't think you could do this with watercolors well. It's too much black. I think more traditional paint, I guess. I don't know, not necessarily oil paint. Acrylic paint would work, but like something non-watercolory would be better.
Hmm.
But that's the sort of thing that your brain processes while you do the sketch with the color pencils, right? I'm thinking through the steps of how I would show this with other media, using rhinestones for the stars. Nightshade Owl Live, that's not terrible. This is Nashville. You can buy rhinestones by the pound. I'm joking. They're a minimum of 10 pounds. They come in 10, 20, and 30-pound bags. Yeah,
I have those moments where I'm not sure if you're joking or not, but I definitely think that's a thing that exists.
What, rhinestones? Rhinestones are real, Cleo. Yes, they're not added in post production.
I don't believe rhinestones are actually real.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, when I was in that fashion class, I actually got to visit Manuel's studio. Let me see if I can find a good link. Here's his Wikipedia page. Let me see if I can find like an actual. So he's the guy that like really made the rhinestone cowboy look. He's a tailor in Nashville, and his client list includes Hank Williams, Waylon Jennings, John Wayne, Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger, Dwight Eisenhower, John Lennon, George Jones, Glenn Campbell, Gene Autry, the Osmonds, Dolly Parton, Roy Rogers, Neil Young, Elton John, the Grateful Dead, the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, the Jackson 5. Yeah, oh my gosh, it goes on and on.
I don't believe those people exist either. So
Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah.
Been to the Gene Autry Museum. I don't believe you exist either.
Of course, he doesn't have a website because he doesn't need one.
Because the sparkles would just take down the internet.
Yeah, I'm trying.
If he existed, which he definitely doesn't.
But like.
We are all figments of Cleo's imagination. Honestly, if you're not, I'm doing shockingly well for myself.
Okay, so
it's kidney beans.
Here's a website that has like this guy has been working forever. Here's a website that has a bunch of pictures. Somebody went on a visit and actually has some photos of like you can see like the suit jackets are like all just covered. Oh, there's a space one. Oh my gosh. So yeah, like Cleo, if I got to do like some sort of stage performance hosting Minecon, if Minecon Live came back to Nashville and I got to help host it,
yeah,
I would request that they let me commission a suit from this guy as part of my like contract.
Oh dear.
And then I could come out in this rhinestone Minecraft suit.
That's a thing that could possibly happen. That worries me.
I don't think they like me that much. They tend to play favorites.
Oh. I see how it is.
I mean, do you? Have you, like, you're not really, like, too aggressively active in that stuff, because you don't do appearances.
No, that's fair. Is this journal for anything in particular? It's to keep my sanity and keep me organized.
There's gotta be some zombie Cleo sanity somewhere, or at least so I'm told.
Come on, Matt. After hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I'm just being imagined. Could I at least be retired on a tropical island somewhere? Sure.
Yeah. But this is one of those things where it's like there's no chance that I'm gonna have enough money to afford one of his suits before he retires. Like he has been working for decades, but he's a really cool guy. I only got to meet him the once when he gave us the tour of his shop, but like, yeah, like these are the sorts of suits you really need to see them. Like the way the light hits all the rhinestones and stuff in motion is where it's, you know. Um, yeah, I mean it's really cool.
I believe you. I believe you.
Okay. You know what I could do is I could get a rhinestone what do you call it? Like riveter, or you know, they're like
Mm-hmm.
a what do you call the it's like a press type thing. I could do a crafting stream where I buy a TV's Frank suit jacket. You remember TV's Frank, right, Cleo?
No.
He was on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Am I wrong? Is that not his name? I really feel
Oh,
like
a bedazzler. Yes. Get Joe a bedazzler.
so TV's Frank. Let me. Yeah, so here's a link to TV's Frank. You might recognize him. So he's got a suit jacket in the picture there.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, no, I know who that is. Yeah.
There you go. So I could get one of those green suit jackets
And just be sparkly.
and then rhinestone it up. Muscle Bop says I remember TV's Frank. So, yeah, the thing is,
has resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm very wary of saying like we need to raise money via tips to buy one of these, because right now I'm so far behind on like hitting my rent target for this month and stuff. It's like taking a few days off around the 4th of July and a few days off for Play on Con, and then it's like but either way, once we take care of all the things I absolutely have to pay for by the end of the month, like health insurance and rent, there are other things like this that I will reinvest back. I consider paying rent reinvesting in the stream, though, to some degree, because I technically don't need an apartment that's big enough for the studio, right? Like I have this apartment because of the studio to some degree. So, oh my gosh, I somehow got a hair directly in my eye. Oh my gosh, how did I do that?
That sounds painful, Joe.
I don't know. It's like at a weird angle too. So no matter what I do, it hurts.
I don't know what to say.
I wish I had the big eye camera right now so I could be like, guys, tell me where it is. But I wouldn't be able to read the chat to tell me. Okay. I won't be able to hear you for a second. I gotta take the headphones off. I gotta like just pull everything away from my face.
Okay. Fine. Oh no, I closed Joe's window. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know if it was an eyelash or what, but it felt like it was like a head hair, like one of my just like went right in there. I don't know.
Ew. I'm not good with eyes. I'm not gonna lie.
Another JT says the green jacketed one is Dr. Forster. TV's Frank is in the black chef's jacket. Oh, my bad. Okay, I can hear you again.
I know both of them, to be fair. So
yeah. For some reason, I thought it was TV's Frank that was wearing the green. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched MST3K.
Yeah. I'm actually done, Joe.
Okay.
And very hot. So,
always.
Are you ready to be done soon?
Sure. Honestly, like I said, this was kind of just a feeling it out piece.
Mm-hmm.
I really do want to come back to this. Not right away. I think I want to do a few more kind of sketchy pieces with like I'm only taking like a small part of the actual photo. I actually cropped that down a lot.
Right.
Luke tips 5 who says tip while he can't see it. Thank you, Luke. It's gonna get you another 5 degrees of rotation here up to 78. But yeah, you know, I feel like I'm in a good stopping point now while I'm like uncontrollably crying. I mean, you can't hear it in my voice, but like there's like just tears coming out of my eye. So yeah, let's
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, it's fine. It's nothing you did unless you like intentionally jammed a hair into my eye. Oh my god.
Not intentionally.
Yeah. Cleo just, you know, unintentionally jams hair into people's eyes all the time. all the time. Okay.
Um,
So should we go
okay.
ahead and say goodbye to each other and then say goodbye to our
Yeah.
chats individually, Cleo?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It was fun hanging
I'll
out,
see you
Cleo.
later, Joe.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. We have no nighttime stream tonight. Sometimes on Wednesdays I do a bonus stream in the afternoon. What I need to do is I need to start editing episode 21, and then depending on how far I get editing episode 21, I might do an afternoon bonus stream. If I'm like, oh, I really need to record this stuff anyway. It won't probably be a very long stream, but like it's easier for me to record with an audience. I have a better energy, I find. No partner with Twitch, but if you like to support the show, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Other stuff coming up on the schedule this week. Saturday night, we're going to be back to reading Dracula. We're on Chapter 4, so if you want to catch up, read the first 3 chapters between now and Saturday. We're going to have Badger Spanner in studio as a guest, doing some of the guest voices. We're going to close Cleo's stream there, because it's apparently something else, and I don't know what that is. But yeah, so Saturday night, Chapter 4 of Dracula. Get caught up if you want to. It's available to read for free online. Project Gutenberg Dracula. Let me pull that up real quick for you. Project Gutenberg Dracula. Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. The stabby fangman in your neck. Okay, so there is the Dracula link. You can read chapters 1 through 3. We're going to be on Chapter 4 on Saturday night. I am going to go ahead and I think it is time. Let me just check the pinball category. Nope, nobody's streaming pinball right now. In that case, I think that we are going to go ahead and raid our good friend Pearlescent Moon, who is playing more Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, she's got a bow and arrow. Hey, we were talking about archery before. So when you get over there, go ahead and say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. And anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Well, I gotta wait for the raid now button. Do-do-do-do.